I want to talk about showing up. A huge part of success in life is just showing up. So I'm going to read to you some quotes and we're going to talk a little bit about that. 80% of success is showing up. Woody Allen. Perseverance doesn't always mean winning and losing. Perseverance means showing up and rising to the occasion and performing. Michael Chiesa. Showing up is like 90% of the battle. And just make sure your hair is really cute. William Belly. There is absolutely nothing that you can control except showing up and doing your job. Titus Burgess. Perfectionism and procrastination have such a fine line. You say, well, I want it to be good. I want it to be perfect. But what you're really doing is you're not doing your work. You're putting it off, showing up and being visible, because then you're going to be judged and it might suck. Jen Sincero. Success doesn't motivate me as much as integrity does. Everyone loses. I enjoy the pressure of showing up every single day, being focused, putting forth my best effort, getting the best out of my teammates, and enjoying the journey. Becky Sauerbrunn. Showing up is not all of life, but it counts for a lot. Hillary Clinton. Vulnerability is about showing up and being seen. It's tough to do that when you're terrified about what people might see or think. Brené Brown. Most of life is showing up. You do the best you can, which varies from day to day. Regina Brett. Life is about putting forth your best effort and showing up. When you show up to the gig fearlessly and put forth your best, who knows what could come of it? Shangela. To stay on the map, you've got to keep showing up. Peter Gallagher. I just showed up at the Comedy Store. You keep showing up, and eventually somebody notices. Joey Diaz. Showing up. 80%, 90% of success is just showing up. Well, I want to tell you a story about me showing up and just being there. And there's a good story I heard from another realtor one time. Top producer told me, how many times have you bought a car or bought something from somebody who you didn't like, you didn't know, you didn't trust? They were just there. They were the person you just bought from. Well, I was very active in the market. This was probably back in 2007 or 8. I think it was the summer of 2008. I was in real estate back in Marin County. I was at this open house on Del Oro Lagoon in Belmarin Keys in Novato. And this guy, Mohammed, comes into my open house and he just walks up to me and says, "Hello, Erik, I would like to buy this house." And I go, wow, oh my gosh, that's incredible. Like, first of all, I believed him. I ended up writing the offer. I met him after the open house, wrote up a full cash, not full price offer. It was all cash, and it was actually substantially under what the list price was. I think it was listed at about 1.25, and we wrote for 950. I didn't get the deal, but I was there. And if someone else was there, they would have wrote that offer too. Unfortunately, I didn't end up selling him a house, but I could have. I was really close. And that is the realtor lottery right there. It is literally just someone showing up and saying, I want to buy that house, this house, that kind of thing. Just a phone call, a walk-in. You're the person that's there. Your sign is in the yard. You're in the street, and they happen to walk by with their dog. You're the person standing there. It could have been any other person, but it's you who's standing there. You showed up, and now you got that luck because you created that luck through showing up. And that's the thing. Is it hard work to show up? It takes some effort, but that's a huge part of the battle. It's just being there, just being the person who's there. You know, it's good to have the skills, and that's where preparation comes in, right? You got to have the preparation, and then you get the opportunity. So preparation, show up, opportunity. Show up. And if you've got the skills to close the deal, you'll get the job done. This guy wrote way too low of an offer. The market was really hot. But that could have been incredible. I never had an easy deal in real estate, ever. Never, ever, ever. Everything was way hard, drawn out, super long, complicated, long, drawn out transactions and relationships. And that's okay, because I don't need it or want it easy. I'm going to learn a lot better if it's harder, right? So, moral of the story is, let's show up. Sometimes you're just at the right place at the right time. But if you're not at any place but your couch, well, I don't think you're going to get that lucky, and you're technically not showing up. So what is it that you can do, that I can do to show up today, tomorrow, and every day? That's a question for you. I know what I need to do. I need to get out there and go talk to people and be there. Show up on the streets and be people's neighborhood expert. And that's my whole business plan. So why don't you show up to something? Show up, whatever it is, a music gig. Just go out somewhere and put yourself in front of the types of clients you're going to meet, where you would meet those new opportunities for businesses. Are you looking for a job? You need a job? Well, what type of person would employ you? What types of activities do these people do? Go to those places and put yourself in front of them. Now you've created the opportunity for success just by showing up. Well, I hope somehow this inspired somebody out there. And these are things for me to remember, to motivate me moving forward. And there's a lot of successful people on this list here. And a lot of them say that they just showed up. So why don't we show up today? Good luck to you all, and happy 2023. Opportunity.